Trouble with the eCourts system being used in Mecklenburg County is at the center of a new class action lawsuit. The county rolled out the system October 9th, and there has already been an outage that forced court staff to return to paper. Queen City News reporter Casey Jones is live from the Mecklenburg County Courthouse. So Casey, what caused the latest outage here?
This latest glitch happened Sunday evening, and it prevented magistrates from inputting a future court date. It was all triggered by some sort of update, but a spokesman from the North Carolina court says this is all fixed now, but there's a class action lawsuit that hopes to hold all parties accountable so that this never happens again. A $100 million electronic court filing system is at the center of a new class action lawsuit, claiming the launch has led to people spending unnecessary time in jail. Attorney Jack Ezor from Tin, Fulton, Walker & Owen represents the plaintiffs that include people from Mecklenburg County.
What we've heard from Mecklenburg thus far has been disappointing and unsettling. The problems that they're encountering are of a kind that we saw in the pilot counties. And, one would have hoped that with the experience of these counties going earlier, the powers that be would have been able to identify those issues and resolve them.
Mecklenburg County started using the eCourts system October 9th. Less than 30 days later, there was a software update that caused a judge to switch back to paper for at least 6 hours.
We have it on good authority that something like 60 people were over-detained in just Mecklenburg in the first 2 weeks of the launch, and over-detained for substantial amounts of time. So, some of those will be 12 hours. Some are 2 or 3 days. The longest I've heard about was like 70 hours.
Sheriff Gary McFadden is named as one of the defendants in the class action suit. He says he's been doing his best to correct problems as they arise in the system.
It's not shocking, but I wish that we had more time to look at it to say what could happen in this instance. I know that my system, my staff have to go back to some manual stuff to please the people and make sure that we get through it. And we're keeping a documented log of all of the issues that we're having.
Sheriff McFadden says the magistrate's office is feeling a lot of the burden of the new system. The outage Sunday stopped magistrates from entering a future court date. Sheriff McFadden says his office is still dealing with staff shortages, adding insult to injury.
It's only one magistrate may be working sometime, or if that magistrate doesn't have the knowledge of what to do, then that causes the delay. But think about that magistrate has to also deal with the general public who's being arrested and everything else going on. And people who coming to seek charges on someone else has to come to the magistrate window.
Ezor says the software company, courts, sheriff, and administrators all have an obligation to ensure people are not wrongfully detained.
This is an instance of somebody who pays a bond. Their family gets the money together and the lawyer goes into court and gets them out, but then they're just not released because there's a miscommunication between two pieces of software, both of which are provided by the same technology company. So that's really troubling.
A spokesman from North Carolina court says when the system returned to operation this morning, all of those papers were inputted electronically. Tyler Technologies, that is a software company that created this eCourts system software. I reached out to them today, and they said that North Carolina courts would be the best entity to ask what exactly happened. Reporting live from Uptown, Casey Jones, Queen City News.
Thank you for that. Mecklenburg County is just one of several counties to experience a setback with this transition. Technical issues caused the pilot launch of eCourts in Wake, Harnett, Johnston, and Lee counties to be delayed for more than a year. 9 people have now joined that federal lawsuit challenging the rollout of the state's new digital records system.